you mentioned Cincinnati, and that was Les Thatcher's HWA. I
Mhm.
don't know if he was the owner or if he, because the ownership with there has been so confusing to me. I know at one point it was sold, and then WWE bought like 2 years of the video library, but nothing else. And I don't know about the whole timeline there. But when you were there, was it Les Thatcher running it?
Yeah, and as far
Okay.
as I know, he was the owner, but it was Les Thatcher running it. Yeah.
How did you get in there, and was it through Lance Cade? And what was it like? Because you worked with, I listed some of the people: Shannon Moore, Jamie
Mhm.
Noble, who you might have already been working with. I'm not sure. Rey Mysterio, like incredible talent there, incredible talent.
Yeah, I got a call from Lance Cade, and he says Chris Benoit is coming to Cincinnati to rehab his neck.
Oh wow.
Wants to get in the ring, and he says, "What do you think about coming down here?" Because he knew I wanted to go train with Chris Benoit, and so luckily, uh, he threw out that invitation. I was never able to repay him for it. And Mike Sanders and the roommate Brian, they were okay with me coming and crashing. So I drove out to Cincinnati in hopes of getting to train with Benoit. I wound up meeting Jamie Noble and wrestling Jamie Noble. And Chris Benoit asked if I would train with him. And so he and I trained one on one for a few sessions, and that was it.
That must have been such a huge experience for you because what a wrestler! What a wrestler!
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and it's as diluted as the I'm gonna go find Jose Lothario, but I did.
You did it,
I was
yeah.
gonna go to Cincinnati to train with Chris Benoit, but it happened, and I'm glad it happened.
If you just take a look at your career, this is 2002. This is
Mm,
just 2002. You have another 21 years ahead of you. This is just 2002. You've trained with Chris Benoit. You end
mm.
up wrestling Rey Mysterio and Jamie Noble. You trained with Shawn Michaels. You were in developmental. You were working with another developmental. Now you're working with a third developmental. You were in one of the most influential tournaments in the world. You were on the first show of Ring of Honor, a company that would go on. Like, if you can just like step back and look at the things you've done just by this point, dark matches, jacked, heat, and then coming up, Japan, like it's crazy. It's crazy what you've done.
Because it's pretty slick. Yeah. Oh,
Do
dude. Thanks,
you,
kid. You're making me feel good about myself.
I'm guessing sometimes it can be hard to, look back and see that yourself, but can you sometimes take the hindsight now and look back and be like, wow, what the life I've lived is crazy.
It's I guess sometimes it's funny. Like the life I live is funny. I wind up in goofy situations of my own concocting, and oh God, did to yourself again. But as far as looking back in admiration or adulation, I haven't. No, and I would feel a little. I would squirm. Um, but as far as like, yeah, enjoying anything you've done, like I couldn't at that point because I was not satisfied. Like it
Mm-hmm.
was with this drive to go to the next place, and even with like the night Paul and I won the tag team championships, Funaki and I went to dinner at a Waffle House. Like that was it was like just another day. It's weird how
Is it something that you're finding now as time goes on that you can look back a little more fondly, or is it still, are you still kind of racing to the next goal?
I can. Uh, I guess I'll never. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever appreciate it. It's because I did it, and I don't know. It's the same as anything else. But I guess for now, my current goal is just to try to put on the best matches I can, and hopefully have the platforms to do those matches.